Hello, very good morning and a very warm welcome to everyone who's watching us out there. This is World This Morning and I am Sadaf Ali Khan. आज मैं हूँ और मेरे साथ भी मैं हूँ. But we will be joined by other guests as well. The wonderful panel of guests will be joining us today. Since we have been talking about the weather, the sports and everything, and we have been talking about it that the year 2024 has been so good so far, but the year 2025 is actually being even better, and it drizzled last night. So officially the rain spell is about to come to us, and with that we have to take some precautionary measures as well. And we had been talking about the dropping down of temperatures as well. So the temperatures are dropping down very low and we have to get ourselves covered because it's freezing cold out there, and you can watch it. It's Islamabad's visuals from last night. It was such a happy rainy night, we can say. And another thing that we have to keep in our minds is this, that whenever you're leaving your homes, you have to leave a bit early. You have to keep 5 to 10 minutes extra, maybe more than that, because the roads get slippery when wet. So you have to take extra precautionary measures regarding that. And with that, actually, another thing that you have to keep in your mind is this, that keep yourself warm, covered, cozy, take your warm beverages, you can take your soups, you can take your coffees and whatnot. So, celebrate it, because winters do not last for that long. All the winter lovers, they're going to agree to that. Also, you have to keep one thing in your mind, that whenever you're stepping onto motorways, national highways, you have to be extra, you have to keep those extra precautionary measures in your mind, because the fog, the foggy patches, the smog, it's still out there. We're still waiting for a proper rain to happen. So this was just a drizzle, and obviously the fog and smog can persist for some days for now. Also, you have to keep in mind that, whenever you're going out, you have to keep yourself covered very much and take precautionary measures as well. So another thing that we want to add over here is this. Very exciting and happy news that I want to share with you people, and that is a new era named Beta Baby begins with the start of 2025, a new generation, because we had been listening about Generation Z, Generation this, Generation that. So we're actually we have named the Beta Baby. And with the start of 2025, a new generation will succeed Generation Alpha, known as Generation Beta. This demographic group will include children born between 2025 and 2039, following Generation Alpha, which comprise children born from 2010 to 2024. By 2035, if we talk about it, the Generation Beta is projected to present and represent 16% of the global population, and social researcher Mark, who introduced these generational labels, says that many from Generation Beta will witness the dawn of the 22nd century as well. Isn't this exciting? Exciting news coming towards us. And as I told you before, that we will be having some wonderful guests here in the studio, and we'll be having conversation with them. So, artificial intelligence, we have been talking about it. We have been talking about it in our programs, and this is the new future. This is a new future that we have been looking for. So we have in studio Zeeshan Shahzad, who is an expert of IT, and he's going to talk about the future of artificial intelligence of things and home automation. So all the people listening to us out there, viewing us out there, let's move to our guest. Hello, Zeeshan. How are you?
Thank you. I'm very good. Thank you very much. And very good morning.
Thank you so much. Good morning to you too. We have been talking about artificial intelligence of things. Can you please explain, how does artificial intelligence of things actually going to, help us in our lives?
Actually, artificial intelligence of thing is that can be used for various industries. And today, I think every industry is switching on AI. So when we specifically talk about the home automation, so that's mean there is a one small brain, there's a one small artificial brain who will control your entire home.
Entire home?
Entire home. Like, for example, if we talk about every morning we are waking up by 8 o'clock. So what we are doing, we are turning on the lights, we are open the curtains, we are set the temperature, and we definitely need a warm water. We turn on the geyser. So there are so many things we need to do. But when you switch on automation or AI, that small brain, that small artificial brain that will do everything.
If somebody does not want to wake up that day, what
you can do that. You can
really?
whatever you want. You
Okay,
can do
it's
anything.
on your want.
You can do anything. So, for example, if you want to be like in your proper routine, that panel, that one brain will send the command to each and every single device, and everything will work simultaneously. So, means by 8 o'clock, your lights will turn on, your AC temperature will set, your curtains will open, your robot will start the cleaning. So you will get the warm water. So everything you can just imagine. So everything is like, the connected with the AI. So that is basically artificial brain, artificial intelligence. So you can do so many things with that.
The robots that mop the floor, do they come in this category as well?
Exactly, exactly. You can control the robot cleaners, you can control your coffee machine, you can just send the one command to the coffee machine that's make coffee for me. So that will do, that will be done.
Can you control your children with that?
You can do that. You can just ask to your TV, okay, turn like their favorite cartoons. So you can control them.
That's
Yeah,
really
exactly.
amazing.
Exactly.
That's really amazing.
Exactly.
Okay, so if we talk about AI, like in different movies, in different TV shows, we have been talking about it. They're actually portraying different images of AI, how it's going to impact our daily lives, how it's going to impact our relationships as well. So do you think it has its own pros and cons?
See, definitely everything have a pros and cons. And when we talk about the AI is not only for the home. We can use AI everywhere. Like in our offices, we can make processes. So, for example, if we talk about like the organization structure, so there is basically processes. So you can make the process and you can set with all those processes with the AI. So, for example, if you have 50 people to control, so that AI can control each and every single person. So from AI, you can send the multiple commands. You can set the languages. You can set the the different processes you can set with the AI.
Okay, so if we talk about home automation, it can actually give you an idea about the interior designing as well. What's going to suit your home? What's going to like good with this curtain, with this bed?
Yeah, exactly. See, there is a lot of softwares. So many tools are there in the market. So many companies, they are using the AI tools to make the interior design. You can design, for example, there are many tools, like you get the picture of your bedroom and you can send that picture to the AI tool and ask that make a proper design for me or give me 2 or 3 options. So those AI tools can give you the multiple options. So AI is everywhere. So, robots are AI, the softwares are AI, your home is AI, in hospitality, in everywhere you can use the AI.
Okay,
so
so
AI basically is artificial intelligence.
Okay.
So artificial intelligence can be used anywhere.
Okay, so you can actually pick and choose from different objects. This is what you can place over here. If you do not like it, you can subtract it from the picture, and then you can make amendments before making changes to your home.
Actually, it's a machine learning.
Okay.
So everywhere we are using a machines. Okay. So everywhere is a machine. So you can set the program with the specific, like with your industry, you can specify your specific object, like if you want to control like a camera, for example. So you can control the camera as well through the AI. So AI basically is again artificial intelligence. So there is one software, multiple software that can control multiple devices and multiple platforms.
Now that's really amazing. So if we have to talk about specific things, like what's a list of things, like a person who is a home automation expert, what is he going to help you with? What can you highlight?
If we talk about the home automation will give you you can control many things.
Okay.
You can control so many things in one one command. For example, you can control your home from your voice. When you wake up by morning, you will just send one command to your Alexa, that Alexa, good morning. So what Alexa will do? Alexa will turn on your lights. Alexa will, open the curtain, will set the temperature. At the same thing, you can ask Alexa by evening, like, okay, Alexa, it's a good night. So your curtain will, closed and your lights off. You want to see, you want to watch a movie. You will send the command to Alexa, okay, Alexa, I want to be like, I want to watch a movie. So it's a movie time. So the lights will turn off. You will get the, you can watch your favorite movie. So everything you can set with your devices.
All right, so we have been talking about movies, and since like you're telling that, okay, Alexa can do everything for you, we have been actually watching movies. I have been actually watching movies where, Alexa is replacing the humans. How far is that true?
Yeah,
like
it's
happen?
true, it's true, it's true. See, Alexa is connected with the internet again. So when you send the command to Alexa, so Alexa will learn that command and will send that, will search it, and then will give you the as per your choice. Will give you the, like, if you want to watch a movie, you will ask Alexa, I want like XYZ movie. So Alexa will search that movie and will play on the TV.
This is what my question is. Like in Pakistan, when somebody wants their work to be done, when they want, like somebody to wake them up, somebody to take care of them, they are being asked, "Putar tu vyah kar le." But like Alexa is actually stepping into this whole scenario,
no, you can't do
and
that.
she's doing everything.
No,
she's actually doing everything for you.
You can't
so
do
it's
that.
actually replacing that need. So what do you think about it?
See, we are talking about the artificial intelligence.
Okay.
Okay, it's artificial.
Okay.
Nothing real.
Okay.
So when we talk about artificial, so artificial you can do anything, but you cannot get the bride in your home. So Alexa can do that.
Alexa cannot do that. So you have to, like have your priorities set very, very well enough. And if we talk about, like decorating your home, arranging parties, birthday parties for you, can AI do that too?
AI can remind you, like
Okay.
if you want to set a timeline, you can ask Alexa that I have a party at my house by after 2 weeks. So you can send the notification to all of my friends, and Alexa can do that. But you have to arrange the party by yourself.
Okay, so you have to do half of the work yourself, and
Exactly.
half of the work Alexa can take care of it.
Alexa and Google or any voice assistant, so many things are there.
Any AI can actually do
exactly.
that for you, half of the work, but then half of the work you have to stand up yourself, and then you have to arrange all the things by yourself as well. So if we talk about, like organizing your stuff, rearranging your stuff, can AI do that?
AI can do that, but through the system. There's a process, there's a system. So if you are using like a ERP systems, then the enterprise resource planning softwares are there. So there's a lot of things, the calling control, there's a human resource control, the accountings and everything. Right now, doesn't matter wherever you are. For example, if you are running a business, so you can set one command, you can set one process, and that process will run your entire organization. So that's all running on the AI.
Okay, so can you please tell us that what type of people can approach you? What are their needs that you can actually go ahead and help them with?
Yeah, actually we are specialized in building automations and home automations. So AI is a very big industry. Okay. So even the aviation industry is using AI, healthcare is using AI. So if I'm the expert of home automation, so I can explain about the home automation, and I can tell you like what are the advantages, what are the benefits if you use the automations. Definitely, see, you can save a lot of time, you can save a lot of energy, you can save a lot of money in terms of saving the energy. So because most of the time when we are again by the night we turn on the lights, the outside of our house. So by the morning sometime we forgot like to turn off the lights. So if we use automation, so everything will be done by automatically. So we don't need to monitor something, is the motor is on and off, AC is on and off. So everything will be done by automatically. So that machine will do everything.
Okay, why did you specifically choose the home automation side?
Uh, Actually, not only home automation, home and building automation.
Okay.
So, because that's my industry, I'm specifically working in the home and building automation. And if we talk about the building, there's a hospitality industry is there, there's a healthcare is there, the commercial buildings are there. So everything, every building, they have a complete infrastructure. They are using lights, they are using air conditioners. So there's a huge, energy conservation. There's a lot of, in Pakistan especially, we have energy crisis at the moment. Right now, so many people are using solar panel, but we need to control all these things. We need to control the lights. We need to save the energy, so to reduce our bills. So when we use the automation, then we don't care like whatever is on and off. The machine will do that thing. So machine will do everything.
Okay, so in a society like Pakistan specifically, what is the scope of it, and how many people are pursuing this?
See, in Pakistan, we need to, people need to learn about the automation, and they need to get more information about the automation. When they realize that it's beneficial, then definitely people will adopt. Right now, so many people, the people who are making a new houses, they are definitely switching on the automation. So yeah, exactly. So because it's, everything is connected on the internet. You want to control everything from your mobile phone. At this time, you are doing, you can get the cab on your mobile phone, you can get the food, you can pay your bills, everything. So now you can control your home, your office, all kind of your facility, you can control from your mobile phone. So that's, it's a time.
All right, that's amazing and very well said. Thank you so much, Mohammed, Zeeshan, Shahzad, for being a part of our show today. It was wonderful having you here. And with this, we're moving towards a short break, but stay tuned. Welcome back to World This Morning, and we have been talking about the year 2025. So far, it has been bringing so much happiness. Another thing that I would want to mention over here is that all the kids who are having their winter vacations, they are about to end up soon. So you have to actually, start planning your lives ahead accordingly. Also, the rain spell is going to be affecting our lives. When you return back to school, you have to take extra precautionary measures. Also, another thing that I would want to mention over here is that in winter vacations, if you're planning to go towards the mountainous area, please plan accordingly. You have to take extra precautionary measures for that. Today is a very important day, and I would like to shed some light on this as well. Lahiri being remembered, his birth anniversary of the comedy king Lahiri is today, and the birth anniversary of comedy king Safirullah Siddiqui, popularly known as Lahiri, is being observed today. Lahiri was born in India on this day in 1929 and is still considered one of the most acclaimed comedians of South Asia. He worked in 225 films and earned outstanding appreciation and fame for his comic roles in several of them. The great comedian won the Nigar Award 11 times for his outstanding performances in various films between 1964 and 1986. Lahiri passed away on September 13, 2012 in Karachi at the age of 83. Whoa. We all remember him. We have been watching his films, the old films. They have their own charisma, they have their own feel, and everybody knows his name. And we have been, remembering him. And there are some people whose loss that can never be fulfilled. Another news that I have, it's very interesting, and this actually made me feel very excited. So, whenever we talk about a birthday invitation, and you all know that the birthday invites and the birthday celebrations, they actually excite me very much. So, 2,000-year-old birthday invitation found at Roman Fort in UK. 2,000-year-old. Now, you have to focus on it. A wooden tablet said to be over 2,000 years old. Oh, you can watch it here on the screen as well. This is the birthday invitation. This wooden tablet is said to be over 2,000-year-old and has been found in a Roman fort in northern England, which has a birthday invitation written to it. A woman named Claudia Severa had sent the invitation to her friend between AD 97 and 103. The invitation is written by carbon-based ink on both sides of the 8.8-inch tablet. The tablet was found preserved in oxygen-free soil, and it has been preserved. So imagine, like I send somebody a birthday invitation and it stays there for another 2000 years, and then it comes back to life. Everybody sees it and people are watching it. Wow, this is actually another way of being remembered. Oh, another thing that we want to share over here is this. The year 2024 has been very kind, and it has been a blessing for Pakistan. We have been talking about this in the previous programs as well. The economy sector, specifically and particularly Pakistan, has been flourishing in it. If we see the stock exchange, it has been on the high rise, and it's consistently being on the high rise. It actually shows the investors' confidence. It actually shows the confidence of the businessmen. It actually shows the confidence of the general public on the government policies. And we want to talk about this. We have Udan Pakistan Economic Plan, which has been announced by Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif. So he launched Udan Pakistan, a homegrown 5-year national economic transformation plan, which is going to be another milestone, another step ahead in the new year. 2025 is actually bringing more, it's adding more to the plate, and Pakistan is actually flourishing in all the fields. We have been talking about the sports as well. So either it be sports, either it be economy, either it be, like any other domain, Pakistan has been flourishing in it. And we have been joined by Mr. Khaqan Najib, who's a former advisor, Ministry of Finance. We have been joined by him on Skype. We will talk more about the economy. We will talk more about what Pakistan has achieved so far and what Pakistan is going to be achieving in 2025. So we're excited about it. Hello, Mr. Khaqan Najib. It's wonderful to have you here with us.
Good to join PTV World as well.
That's wonderful and very lovely. So if we have to talk about the year 2024, Pakistan has been excelling. The stock market is on the all-time rise, all-time high. How do you feel about it?
So 24 was a year which was far better than 23. And the reason I say that is that we were able to achieve what is known in technical terms as macro stability, or in layman terms, you can say economic stability. And what that meant was that inflation, which is the rise in prices, much higher in 23, much lower in 24. And as we end 24, the rise in prices in December came down to nearly 4%. In May 2023, prices were rising at a rate of 38%. So there has been a substantive decline in inflation in Pakistan, and that affects everyone, common or uncommon people, rich or poor, higher income earners, low income earners, and it affects low income earners more because when prices rise, they have to pay a higher share of their income than the high income earners. So there's, one aspect of stability. The second aspect is that we were able to handle our external sector, and the current account, which is the deficit of imports minus exports and remittances, also came down and in fact became a surplus. Consequently, the reserves of Pakistan, which is the dollar amount held by the State Bank of Pakistan, is now over $12 billion. There was a time in 2023 when we were around $3.9 billion, and there was talk of default and discomfort in the country. Consequently, as you have mentioned, the stock market has done well. People have been investing in it. The policy rate, which is the interest rate on the markup rate on which you can borrow from the bank, has come down substantively, and there is certainly further room for it to come down. Inflation, again, is downward trending, but in this year, on the average, we should see inflation between 7 to 9%. What that means is that if there is a rise in salaries of about 10 to 12%, then your actual buying power or your real wages improve. So that's been 2024. This has largely been at the back of an engagement with the IMF, which we've been able to do a standby arrangement, which took us when there was election time, and then into a permanent a 24th program that Pakistan signed with the IMF, a 3-year extended fund facility. The 3-year facility has been a main catalyst for ensuring that our external debts are taken care of. So the sentiment improvement in the business in the stock market and otherwise is largely a result of this engagement in Pakistan being able to come out of the challenged macro instability to more macro stability that we have seen. But I always say that this is the third time in 10 years that you have achieved this. In 2013, we had the same model. We were in difficulty. We went to the fund. There was stability. In 2019, we had the same problem. We went to the fund. We had a balance of payments crisis. We went to the fund. There was stability. Reserves rose, almost same playbook. The playbook is the same because IMF is the lender of the last resort. The authorities also have played a part in this. They ensured that the fund program was signed quickly. We went through it. And the country paid a price for signing the IMF program. You always remember the kind of price hikes that we did on the energy sector, the changes that we did in the taxation sector. Now you have that time and space. So as we look into 2025, and that's why Uran program or any transformational program is timely and important. Pakistan has to realize that it is time that we repair the fundamentals of the economy, the underlying structures of the economy, which means the following. The state cannot run privatized, unprivatized units like what we call the state-owned enterprises, PIA, DISCOs. All these have to be run in the private sector to get private sector efficiency and bring down their losses. It's an uncomforting situation when in the last 10 years, and since I wrote this book for Pakistan the first time at the Ministry of Finance, where we showed the kind of losses that were being incurred. So in the last 10 years, the current book shows we've incurred a loss of 6,000 billion rupees, the accumulated loss on the top 20 state-owned enterprises. So a key aspect as we move forward is how do we divest or privatize or do private-public partnerships of the state-owned enterprise? How do we improve our export competitiveness? How do we create an e-Pakistan, which means digital infrastructure and services to support a digital economy, whether it's in the financial sector, services sector. Moving from there, how do we actually improve and make efficient our energy and infrastructure? The transition into green energy solutions, the transition into an energy sustainable by indigenous resources. And, how do we create equity, social cohesion? How do we have a tax base where there is vertical and horizontal equity? And that means the following in very easy terms, that the tax we pay on income is the same tax that the agriculture folks pay on their income. It's the same tax that the services sector folks pay on their income. That equity is not there today. 39% is the tax on the incomes that you derive that are for the salaried people. But you go to the agriculture income tax, almost non-existent. Retail and wholesale, 55% of the economy. Still, the kind of taxes we collect from the retail and wholesale are, petty compared to what the potential is. Having said that, this is a good story. It's a story where you have time and space to do all this work, but you must always remember that the country has found it difficult when it comes down to changing structures. When we went to privatize PIA, the world said you won't get good interest. I always say you had great interest. A Turkish firm turned up, a UAE firm turned up, but we were unable to materialize that. The success of any transformational program lies in the kind of human beings that we will bring to make this successful. In 77 years, our expenditures have grown and have grown to an extent where we have to borrow heavily to fund pensions, to fund salaries, to fund development budgets, to fund the subsidies that we give. It's really high time we do the fundamental work on the expenditure. It's really
Yes,
good
we have
time
to
to
do the
create
fundamental
vertical and
work on the
horizontal equity.
expenditure as well. But when we talk about the economic stability, when we talk about the economic growth, when we talk about the stock market being on the high rise, how does that affect small and medium enterprises? How does that affect the general public in particular?
Pakistan's growth engine, and we have to create new growth engines. So the question that you ask is very pertinent. Pakistan's majority of the business sector, the commercial sector, the industrial sector, the manufacturing sector is the small and medium enterprises. There are about 5.2 to 5.5 million enterprises in the country, business enterprises. More than 90% of those enterprises are SMEs. So that's, a really good place to think about them. We need to ensure that they have financial intermediation. Right now, out of this 5 million SMEs in the country, only 173,000 have access to formal financial services. So financial intermediation, and here the role of the state bank, not only as setting the monetary policy, but ensuring financial intermediation to the areas where there is less access of the business community or the agriculture community to formal finance becomes extremely important. And that's why I always say that regulatory agencies have to have a perspective exactly defining their role, which is market maker as well as a regulator. So how do we get to these SMEs? These SMEs are a key new engine of growth that could develop over the coming years and become some part of the global value chain. That means that what they produce is sold across the world. They become part of whether you have mobiles in South Korea. And the reason I say that is that Vietnam supplies a lot of parts of the one company and has a huge nearly $72 billion of exports. So our SMEs have to be geared. The vocational training, the kind of capital expenditures that they need to do, the kind of digital infrastructure that they need to build. So, that truly is the future. This is the true hard work that the country has to do. There are no game changers. There are no quick fixes. There are no quick solutions. The realization has to come that when you have good time and space, you need to build surgical teams to do surgery in areas of energy. You need to do surgery in areas of budgeting. You need to move forward very quickly so that the role of the public sector becomes more qualitatively better, but also diminishes as the private sector takes over and becomes that engine of growth where we can sell to the world. Same way, agriculture could be a good engine of growth as well. In terms of productivity, we lack the world. We are somewhere one third in our yields.
Exactly. It's step by step, and we have to put effort to achieve our goals. Thank you so much, Khaqan Najib. You're the former advisor, Ministry of Finance. Thank you so much for joining us at World this morning today. Today we have been talking so much about the lost and found, like things being found after such a long time. They're being preserved and they're coming back to life again. So I have a very interesting thing to share with you, which is toy lost in sea in 1997 is found again. So the Lego Lost at Sea project, started by Tracy Williams, is undertaking the task of recovering Lego pieces that had spilled into the ocean in 1997 when the Tokyo Express cargo ship lost a container near Land's End, England. A total of 4.8 million Lego pieces were lost along with 62 other containers. However, in 2024, hundreds of items were recovered, including a Lego shark. So fisherman Richard West, he found the shark in his net near Penzance and recognized the toy from his childhood. Imagine, like you finding a toy and that toy actually belongs to you, and you recognize that toy, you're like, oh my God, this actually belongs to me and I found it. So wow, lucky you that you found something from 1997. Some people actually cannot find their two pair of socks or one pair of socks in the perfect manner in everyday life as well. So we have a very exciting and a very interesting segment which is upcoming, and that is about keeping your hair and your skin healthy in winter. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's having issues whenever it's the change of weather, and whenever winters are here, you know, like you get your itchy and flaky skin sometimes, your chapped lips and whatnot, and frizzy hair as well. So we have been joined in the studio by Dr. Aftab Abdul, who is a dermatologist and aesthetics physician. Hello and a very good morning.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
So if we talk about, you know, like your deteriorating health conditions, skin conditions, specifically in winter, you know, like they affect you really badly, because I have a very dry skin as well, and a lot of people, they deal with dry skin issues whenever the winter approaches. So what are the tips for them, you know, like whenever the winter is coming?
The thing is, like in winters, main thing is like we have cold air and we use heaters in houses. It decreases the humidity. When humidity decreases, it strips out the moisture from the skin. That's the main reason. In winters, we have dry skin, we have itchy skin, inflammation. This is the reason.
Okay, it's a general perception that the pimple and acne, they actually show themselves up whenever it's the summer season, and it's because of the oily skin. But some people, they do have these pimples and acne in the winter as well, and they actually start coming out more. What can be the reason behind this?
The reason behind this acne in winter especially, because we use much more moisturizers, heavy moisturizers. When you use moisturizers on the skin, over the skin, it will basically blocks the sebums, the comedones. It forms more in winters as compared to summers. When it blocks, it will cause a pimple to form. Basically, sebum controls everything in the skin, is controlled by the glands. In summer, we sweat. It takes out the water. But in winters, the story is different. In winters, when the clogs are like stopped by the makeup, by the moisturizer, heavy moisturizer, then it causes the pimples to form on the skin.
Okay, there is another general perception in the public that, you know, like men do not need skincare. Like whenever a man is actually, you know, like putting something on their face, they're like, oh, you know, like they're actually being looked down upon at times, and we do not actually encourage that skincare in men. We do not actually encourage the hair care in men, and even in the commercials as well, they are mostly the women who are, you know, like coming and showing the good skin, the glow, the good lips and everything. So how far is it true? Like men do not need skincare at all, or like we just have to promote that?
It's not like that. I think both genders need, both gender need the skincare, whether male or female, we both need it. And basic skincare, for example, face wash, sunblock, we should use them. Like it's apart from this that we are male or female, both the genders need skincare. If you want your healthy skin, you want plump look, you want healthier look, fresh look, you have to take care of your skin.
But whoever has skin, they have to take care of that skin.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so if we talk about the hair care, what are the tips that, you know, like in winter specifically you would be giving away?
Specifically in winters, we have to use moisturizing shampoos. We should use moisturizing shampoos. We should
they're different from the shampoos that people use?
Yes, we should moisturizing shampoos. We should use conditioners in winters especially. Like we should, in winters, we have the complaint of like dandruff. So we use anti-dandruff shampoos having zinc pyriton in it, salicylic acid in it. These are the beneficial shampoos we should use in winters. Plus we can use, like we should do oiling once or twice a week.
Okay.
Because there is a myth that if, for example, we are oiling, what we should do is at least half hour before taking shower.
Okay.
We should oil your hairs. That's the best thing to use it.
Okay, some people actually leave in the oil
No, it's not good.
for the whole night. How does that affect?
No, at least half an hour. Just
Okay.
half an hour. Use it before taking shower.
Okay.
It's the best thing. And especially in winters, we used to use like hot waters bath. That's are not good. Just warm luke water. That's
Okay.
enough. And we should use like sulfate-free shampoos in winter especially.
In winter especially.
Yes, because this sulfate, it causes dryness and frizz of the hairs.
Okay, what about the lips? Because lips are a very important part of your face, your looks. They actually give a very good smile as well. No, like when you're smiling. So if they're chapped, they would hurt if you're smiling. So what can we do about
The
this?
main cause, the basic cause in winter is the hydration. In the summer we used to drink like 10 to 15 glasses of water, but in winter it reduces. We have to increase the water intake. We have to moisturize our skin. Moisturize, we should use moisturizers. We should use we should eat healthy food. There are food diets as well.
Okay, what kind
For-
of food
if you talk
specifically?
about lips, we should use lip balms.
Okay.
Vaseline, we can use Vaselines. These are the basic ingredients we should use in the winter.
Okay. And
Yes.
what kind of diet do you recommend in winter?
In winter, don't go for like spicy things. Spicy things, don't go for much more spicy
Pakistanis
things.
love spicy
That's
food.
the
No,
problem.
like we have a thing
Yes.
for the spicy food.
That's the problem. We should use don't use spicy food. We should use vegetables, green vegetables, beneficial for your skin. Always go for them. Yes.
Okay, just the green vegetables or anything specific more?
We can use, like in winters, we have fish. Fish is
Okay.
the
That's good
main
for
thing
your
in
hair,
winters.
your health,
Yes,
and your
it's good
nails
for
and skin as well.
health and skin health. We use dry fruits, nuts, good for
Okay.
hairs and well as skin as well. Yes.
So what do we have to take for the meal? Like fish and the dry fruits, we took
We
that.
can
and
take everything. We can take everything, but the thing is, the portions.
Okay.
We can have meat, we can have chicken,
Okay.
but include diet as well. Include like fresh fruits, salads. Include these things in your diet.
All right. So if we talk about the makeup routine, because like people who have to come on screen, they have to put a lot of makeup, and sometimes it's winter, so you have to use the lukewarm water. Sometimes you're washing your face with cold water. Sometimes you're just skipping that. You're like, okay, let's wash the face after like an hour or so, because like the water is too cold and you don't want to get into that. So what are the tips for the people who are using makeup on daily basis?
For example, if you are using makeup is not bad at all for skin. But the important thing is you have to use it for the certain time. For example, when you go back and before taking, like you are going for bed, it's best to remove your makeup, to clean your face, use a gentle cleanser, moisturize your skin. That's the tip after using makeup.
Okay, I have another question. These hydrofacials and these carbon facials, are they good for your skin, or they actually make your skin thinner over the period of time?
Hydrofacial is a very simple procedure. Basically what it does is, it simply hydrate your skin.
Okay.
The thing, hydrofacial, you can call it, like it's a deep cleansing of the skin. Nothing much more. And carbon peel, it's basically shed off the outer layer, which is basically stratum corneum. It removes and shed off the outer layer. What it does affect is, it will keys like moisturizer will penetrate much deeper in your skin
Okay.
after these things.
Okay.
And it will affect more moisturizer or any hyaluronic acid, ceramides. These will affect and absorb much more better in your skin.
Will that make your skin thinner over a period of time? If
No,
you
no,
keep
no, no.
getting them?
When we are doing when we are moisturizing our skin using HA, ceramide, sebum, these all will help the skin to nourish. Yes, it hydrates the skin basically.
Okay, so they're actually hydrating, because when I saw the sight of it, like the carbon peel, I was like, okay, I mean, this is going to be hydrating, because a general person is just watching it and they're just, like seeing the skin coming off, and then, like new skin coming in on your face, and, like the face, it actually goes through different steps and procedures. So that was actually kind of very different for me. I would actually tell it
Actually,
like that.
both are different things. Hydrofacial is a different
Yes,
thing.
I know that.
Carbon peel is a different thing. In hydrofacial is basically for the hydration of the skin, for the deep cleansing, for if you have pores, if you have like comedons, black hat, white hat, That's the hydrofacial work. But carbon peel is totally different thing. Carbon peel is basically peeling of the outer layer, dead skin of the
Okay.
face.
Okay.
What it does is when we remove the dead skin, it will definitely give you a glow with the new cells.
The
inside.
glow, actually,
Yes.
we're talking about it. Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you very much.
Aftab Abdul, for being
Thank you
here,
very
being a
much.
part of our show today. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching us out there. I'll be catching you guys up tomorrow as well. So, same channel, same time. Stay tuned. Keep watching PTV World. Bye-bye.